So let me help you out real quick, church. Let me help you out real quick. And we'll make this biblical here in just a moment. But I realize that some of the reason why I get so stressed out as I do, so many reasons why I feel like my back is breaking, that my legs are bent, that I'm tired most of the time, is because I'm taking on things that are none of my business. If God is truly the creator of the universe, if God truly owns the cattle that is on 1,000 hills, if God is in fact the God of redemption, reconciliation, and power, then who am I to try to balance the world on my own scale? Civilian affairs. Mind, and I know this is going to be difficult for some church folk to hear, mind your own. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Maybe for the people watching at home, that's what that was for. That's the thing is that I get in trouble when I step outside of my area of responsibility. Let me give you another example. I'm in culinary school. I'm chefing it up. I'm Chef Daniel when I'm at work. I work at my restaurant. It's quite nice if you ask me. I'm on my station. There's 6 other people also working in the back of the kitchen with me. But I have my station. What happens when I decide to step outside of my lane and try to balance everything else is what I'm supposed to do falls behind. Because I'm trying to step over here and do something that I'm not supposed to be doing. Something I haven't been called to do, then the things that I'm actually responsible for begin to fall away because I wasn't minding my own. There is a position within the back of house in most kitchens called an expediter. You may not have heard of an expediter, but don't worry. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. This is my area of expertise. The expediter is the one who receives the ticket from the front of house and calls out the order to the rest of the crew. He or she knows how to delegate those responsibilities, knows how long a guest has been seated, knows when to send out your appetizer, knows how long between the appetizer and the entree, so that way you're not overloaded at your table, to make sure that you have a pleasant evening. If you've ever sat down at a restaurant and then another family sat down after you and you wondered why they got their food before you got your food, it's because the expediter wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. Okay, all right. Okay. So when we're in the thick of it, when it's a Saturday night, I got 300 people on the books, and it's a hotel, so I know I'm going to get about 75 to 100 more just walking up. When the night's getting busy and tickets are rolling in, I'm trying to figure out where everything is, who's doing what, making sure that whenever I drop my things that I'm in line with this person, in line with that person, in line with that person, and inevitably I end up wearing myself out, stressing myself out, burning myself, cutting myself, hurting myself because I'm not focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm focused on making sure that everybody is together. Now, my expediter, Joe, I love that man. He's a good man. He said to me one day after service, he was like, the reason why your stuff gets so messed up all the time is you're trying to do my job and your job. He goes, it's not your responsibility to worry about how quickly such and such is getting their things done. It's not your responsibility to worry about when everything will be pieced together. That's my responsibility. I'm the one that sees everything. I'm the one that has the board. I'm the one that holds the time. I'm the one that makes the call. What you should do is whatever I call you to make, that's what you are supposed to do. When I call you to make it, that's what you're supposed to do. But when you step out of the order, that's when things start turning left. All I'm telling you, church, is this evening, stop trying to handle everything that's going on in your life. I believe it is Matthew 6 that says, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has its worries of its own. Don't worry about what you will eat. Don't worry about what you will clothe yourself with, because the sparrows of the air also need to be fed. And don't have any worry about that. I provide that for them. And how much more do I love you other than the sparrows in the air? All you have to do is seek first the kingdom of heaven and all of its righteousness, and everything else I will provide unto you. Civilian affairs. No man who is a soldier, no man who has been commissioned by God should worry themselves with the mundane, should worry themselves with the profane, should worry themselves with the unnecessary. But rather, our main aim ought to be pleasing our commanding officer. And in case there is anyone in this room tonight, or in case there is anyone watching online who is unfamiliar with who my commanding officer is, his name is Jesus. I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.